Hello, and welcome to another What Are We Talking About This Week with John. I'm John. Hello. This week we're looking at the subject of crossroads. The Centurion. Last week we looked at how Jesus had been placed on a cross. This week we're looking at his death. Now that all sounds very sad, but spoiler alert, he comes back to life. Watching over Jesus' death was a centurion. Hold on, what is a centurion? The Romans had taken over the land of Israel about 70 years before Jesus was put on the cross. The Jews living there weren't happy about it, but the Romans were too strong for them to fight against. The Romans had conquered lands all over Europe and Asia. A centurion was a Roman soldier, but not just any Roman soldier. In the Roman army, each soldier was a part of a group of 8 men. They lived together and shared a tent together. A centurion was in charge of 10 of these tent groups. So a centurion was the boss of 80 soldiers. A centurion was given his position either because he had been in the army for a while and was very good at it, or he had been put there by important people in Rome. So the centurion was an important person himself. This particular centurion was in charge of the soldiers that put Jesus on the cross. He saw Jesus die with his own eyes. At noon on the day of Jesus' death, darkness fell over the land. When Jesus died, he let out a cry, and at that moment the heavy curtain in the temple was torn in two. The earth shook and rocks broke. The book of Matthew says this: when the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." There was nothing they could do but realize the truth of who Jesus was. Now this is interesting. The Roman centurion and his soldiers are the first people after Jesus died to recognize who he was, and they were not Jewish. Throughout the Bible, we see how God makes promises to the Jewish people and focuses his attention on them. God had kept his promises to Abraham and the Jewish people, even when they didn't keep theirs. With Jesus' death, God was making a new promise, that whoever believes in his Son and does his will have eternal life. The centurion and the soldiers were already halfway there. They recognized who Jesus was. So who knows? Maybe we'll see some of them in heaven.